Hello, Spanish learners, and welcome to another episode of Spanish Academy TV, the best YouTube channel to learn Spanish. Today, we will be talking about 10 common Spanish expressions of doubt and denial. However, to talk about this subject, we'll first need to take a quick detour into the world of the subjunctive and the weirdo mood to help us express doubt and denial in Spanish. You'll understand why it's called a weirdo mood in a moment. But before we get into that, let me remind you to like this video, subscribe, and click that notification bell. Again, like, subscribe, bell button. That's it. Now you won't miss the best Spanish videos on the web. All right, are you ready to enter the weird world of the Spanish subjunctive mood? In order to learn about the subjunctive in Spanish, you can use a handy acronym: WEIRDO. W, wishing. E, emotion. I, impersonal expressions. R, requesting. D, doubt and denial. And O, ojalá. As you can see, doubt and denial is included in this useful acronym. That's because the subjunctive is the realm of uncertainty and unreal situations. And when you doubt or deny something, you're actually questioning its connection to reality. The second letter in the acronym that interests me right now is the I, which stands for impersonal expressions. Because we're going to use them to express doubt and denial following this simple formula: es plus adjective plus que. If you want to learn more about the Spanish subjunctive mood, read this interesting 3-part series about it. Now, without further ado, let me introduce you to the 10 common Spanish expressions of doubt and denial. Spanish expressions of doubt. 1. No creo que. I don't think. This Spanish expression follows a formula that will serve you repeatedly when talking about doubt and denial. Expression of doubt and denial plus que plus subjunctive. Let's see. No creo que mi hermano venga a mi graduación. I don't think my brother will come to my graduation. Notice how the verb in the second part of the sentence is a subjunctive, venga. This is important as you'll see it happening every time you use a Spanish expression of doubt and denial. Oddly enough, if the sentence was positive affirmation, it would use the indicative mood. 2. No estoy segura de que. I'm not sure that. When you're sure about something, it means that you don't have any doubt about that something being true and or real. In consequence, not being sure about something necessarily takes you to the world of doubt and uncertainty, where the subjunctive is king. For example, no estoy segura de que pueda visitarte. I'm not sure that I can visit you. Notice the verb in subjunctive, pueda. And again, if the sentence was positive, you have to use indicative. 3. Dudo que. I doubt that. What's the simplest way to express doubt? Saying, I doubt. Don't you agree? For example, dudo que quiera jugar conmigo. I doubt he wants to play with me. The verb in subjunctive? Quiera. 4. No parece que. It doesn't look like. Even without the Spanish verb ser, or to be, this phrase works as an impersonal expression because it lacks any subject. Let me show you. No parece que esté muy enfermo. It doesn't look like he's very sick. Verb and subjunctive, esté. If the sentence was positive, it would use the indicative. Parece que está muy enfermo. It looks like he's very sick. Verb and indicative, está. If you want to know more about how the impersonal expressions work, I recommend you to read this interesting article. How are you feeling about our Spanish expressions of doubt and denial? Let me take a quick break from that to remind you that Homeschool Spanish Academy, you can get a free Spanish class with a certified native Spanish-speaking teacher from Guatemala. Just visit www.spanish.academy/free-class or click here. It's easy, free, and you don't even need a credit card. What's not to love? Get your free class today. Now, let's go back to our Spanish expressions of doubt and denial. 5. No es probable que. It isn't probable that. This one, on the other hand, perfectly fits the impersonal expressions formula. Es plus adjective plus que. Let's see. No es probable que venda el carro pronto. It isn't probable that I will sell the car soon. In this case, our verb in subjunctive is VENDA. And because the adjective probable is by definition uncertain, the positive version of this sentence also uses the subjunctive. And for that reason, it's our next Spanish expression of doubt. 6. Es probable que. It's probable that. The nature of this adjective is what brings the uncertainty and the subjunctive to this Spanish expression. Let's see the example. Es probable que hoy pierda mi trabajo. It's probable that I'll lose my job today. Now, let's move on to the Spanish expressions of denial. Spanish expressions of denial. Remember to use the following expressions to deny something in Spanish. 7. No es verdad que. It's not true that. This is one of the most common Spanish expressions of denial. It has two variants, one with verdad and the other with cierto. They mean exactly the same. For example, no es verdad que quiera un Ferrari para mi cumpleaños. It's not true that I want a Ferrari for my birthday. If we compare this example with a positive sentence, you'll see that it uses the indicative mood. Es cierto que quiero un Ferrari para mi cumpleaños. It's true that I want a Ferrari for my birthday. As you can see, the verb querer is now conjugated in indicative, quiero, which leaves no room for uncertainty. I want my Ferrari. If you want to learn more about the differences between the indicative and the subjunctive, read this interesting article about it. 8. No es posible que. It isn't possible. The same thing happens with the posible adjective as probable. It conveys uncertainty in positive and negative sentences. This means that you need to use the subjunctive in both of them. Let's see. No es posible que esto siga pasando. It isn't possible that this keeps happening. Es posible que esto siga pasando. It's possible that this keeps happening. Only the first example is a Spanish expression of denial, but you can see in the second one that the positive sentence also uses the subjunctive. Siga. 9. Es imposible que. It's impossible that. This formula is basically the same as in the previous one, just built a bit differently. Saying that something isn't possible is the same as saying something is impossible. Es imposible que esto siga pasando. It's impossible that this keeps happening. 10. No puede ser. It can't be. This is perhaps the most typical Spanish expression of doubt and denial. No puede ser que haya perdido mi teléfono. It can't be that I've lost my phone. The subjunctive verb, haya. Now you know how to express doubt and denial in Spanish. Use these 10 common Spanish expressions every time that you're uncertain about something or when you want to deny anything. Just remember that to use these Spanish expressions of doubt and denial, you need to conjugate your verbs in the weirdo subjunctive mood. Are you in the mood for more Spanish content? Just click the link below and download our free ebook filled with weird and wacky Spanish stories for beginners. The Weird and Wacky Spanish Stories for Beginners is Homeschool Spanish Academy's free ebook that's best suited for A1 level learners and above who wish to improve their fluency through reading. It's not only fun for kids, but also for adults. This free ebook comes with 6 weird, wacky, and super entertaining Spanish stories in a magazine-style PDF with pictures and English to Spanish parallel text. Well, that was all for today. See you in our next episode of Spanish Academy TV. Adios! I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and be sure to subscribe to our channel for all Spanish learning updates. Hasta pronto!